Hello.
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 Hey guys.
Got people popping in already.
Everybody, the crew's all here.
I love that this has become like a whole thing. Look at this. Mary Beth made a train.
I know.
It's freaking hilarious. Oh my God. I love it. Sandy and
Zach is here. Zach, I thought you were working on these Thursdays. Or are you just slow at
hi,
work,
Zach.
not like mentally?
Yeah, right.
I mean, we know you're mentally slow. Just kidding.
Jonathan.
God, all the friends.
Everybody's here coming in. All right, my dear. How are you?
I am so good. Buffy, hello, babe.
Hi.
Aaron's mom's here.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, everybody. Oh,
I'm
Zach's
wearing
at
this
work. Okay.
wonderfully warm sweater my mom sent me from. She sent me like 3 of them from Old Navy because it's like 42 here today. So I'm all in my soft fuzzy
Moms are the freaking
stuff.
best, man.
I
They are
know. It's
just
like a mom hug kind of sweater, you know?
the freaking best. Yeah.
Hi, Mary Beth's daughter.
Oh, hi. Does Mary
Uh,
Beth's daughter have a name?
I know. Name
um, how's
Sandy has
the
a
job
question.
going? You know what? I think I had mentioned that I had left the one job a couple weeks ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I found a new logistics company that I work for now. Still delivering for Amazon, but is a different logistics company. They're a little bit newer. They don't ever not have work for people, which is really
Right.
good. And
Closer
it's
to
more
your
money.
house.
It's closer to my house. I'm actually delivering in the North Raleigh, Wake Forest, Franklinton, Youngsville area, which is where Coy and I dash. So I know all of those areas. So it's just going to be a little bit better for me overall. So, hello, Evie. Hi. So yeah, it's just gonna be a little bit better for me overall, which is really fantastic. I'm gonna have normal insurance again, and I'm gonna have Coy on my insurance for another year.
Nice.
Yeah. So he's got health insurance, but he needs dental and vision, and it's just
Yeah.
just better overall.
It's all about those
Uh,
benefits, baby.
yeah. So how about you and your new jobby job?
Yeah. I'd interviewed, I think about 2 weeks ago for a position. There's a big paper mill here in town. So I happened to land myself an admin gig where I am only doing administrative functions instead of like answering phones and stuff.
Oh man, that's
But
beautiful. It's a perk
yeah,
of my job as well. I don't have to answer a damn phone.
right. I don't have to deal with the general public, like, which
Mm-mm.
I have never had an admin job like that. I've always been the front line for whatever I do. So that was really
Yeah.
exciting. But it's funny because this paper mill is massive. And I am very clumsy, right? So of course,
Oh, good.
supporting the mill.
Great.
And I had mentioned to my ex-husband the other day about this job, and I think I have the text right here because he knows I will trip over nothing. Carrie has seen it. Everyone, I call them gravity checks. So of course I am getting all the training that the people that work on the machines are getting, but I obviously won't be operating any of those machines. But I did get to race around the mill in a golf cart today, and that was kind of fun. It was like being on a mini. But he said,
That's awesome, though.
stay in the office. Don't work the machines, please. Your unluckiness with some machines should be chronicled. And I said, that is so true.
Oh my
But
God. I mean,
upside, benefits, 401k, 3 weeks vacation a year to start.
I know, isn't that cool? That's really cool.
Yeah, so it's been weird because like I was telling Carrie earlier, if I look or sound a bit out of it, I was up, went to bed really late, had to get up really early, and I have to be at training at 6 a.m. So I'm up at 4 a.m. tomorrow.
It's really hard once you
So
have if I have not
like, oh my God.
I haven't had a normal job. Thanks, babe. Um for a long time,
Yeah, me either.
3 years. And that in when I did my Medicare jobs and things like that were all work from home. The
Yeah.
idea of having to leave to go to work, I haven't done that in such a long time that I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna know how to do it.
I
But
know. That's
I get to tootle around in those cool electric Amazon vans.
they are pretty cool. Yeah.
They're really, really cool, and they are very hard to learn how to drive, if you can believe
Yeah.
it.
We're learning how to drive something tomorrow, and I'm like, I'm not sure why they're teaching me because I'm never going to drive it, and I don't know that they want me to drive something that fancy. But hey, whatever, it's fine. And I
Yeah.
also, the best part is, I get out of my car, got to wear a hard hat, safety glasses, ear thingies, gloves, the
Oh,
whole thing.
wow.
Like
So
you get
is
into
it
a room,
constant like grinding and loud noise, like even where your
it's
office is
a
going to be?
24/7 operation. No, the office I can hear a couple machines, but it's not too bad. Nothing some music can't drown out.
Oh, good.
But I haven't spent a lot of time in the office because it's been all training. But it is pretty funny. Like I have steel toe boots now, and I have like a hard hat. Like it's
I do too.
pretty funny.
They look like Doc Martens. The cool thing is Amazon pays for you
Yes,
to have work shoes. So they'll
that's
pay up
true.
to $130.
Yeah.
So the ones that I have, they look like Doc Martens because I needed something that had ankle support because I
Yep.
still haven't had surgery on my other ankle. And
Right.
I'm like, okay, I can't make it worse.
Hmm.
So I got these boots and they're steel toe, they're waterproof. They're like I look like like I did in high school.
I kind of feel like a dog with boots on, right? Because of course, in Florida it was barefoot or no shoes, like flip flops. That was all I had.
Yeah.
And then moving up here, it was like, okay, get used to wearing like boots, all the duck LL Bean boots or whatever, all the time. And now I feel like clodhoppers because they're not super
Yes.
heavy, but they just make more noise.
Make
So
more noise. Yeah.
it's been an interesting week as far as that goes. Like learning about all kinds of things I have absolutely no business touching.
I
But
think it's so
but
great though.
I think because of course we've got two interesting things to talk about, but like we've hit manifestation so many times, right? Like
We have.
I have been specifically manifesting all the things I got in this job. And it took me starting in April. Hi, Ken. But
Everybody's here.
everybody's popping in. But yeah, so it's one of those things where all the things that I needed for this job, I checked off. And I know my mom would get a little nervous sometimes, be like, oh, job, I pray for you all the time. Cause moms are good like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's fine. The universe is going to figure this out. I needed some downtime anyway. Obviously, I needed more downtime with all this amazing GoFundMe stuff, which we're going to get to in a minute.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all been good, but manifesting, I will die on that hill all day, right?
I will too. It's weird though. Like it comes certainly not in a way that I ever expected as being like a delivery driver, but I did it for UPS back in 2022. I was a seasonal delivery driver. Oh God. I just put Wisdom body butter on because I've got like little samples and I'm like, no, I'll just use that for me. And God, it smells so good. I didn't realize how good blueberry cobbler was. Sorry, guys, that's the promo for the shop. This little light of mine skincare.com. Oh, sorry.
Cody, check your text messages, says Ken.
Cody, check your God, Ken, don't you hate people that just never check their texts? Drive me nuts. Yeah, so there's like certainly things that life is handing me that I asked for.
Yeah.
But isn't coming in a way that I expected. I had talked on this show before that like the universe will put things in your path or remove things from you that are no longer serving you. And that's what happened with my 2 mortgage jobs. I got laid off in January from one, went back to the same company 6 weeks later, got laid off from that in October. Haven't been able to get a mortgage job since.
Universe is like,
it's starting to come back now, but I mean, there's lots of us. But the universe is like, I said no.
Yeah, it's like, listen, how many times do I have to tell you?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it really works. Smells like breakfast every day now.
Oh my God, it does. Wow, it's so good. And you know what? It's like it's different when you're making huge batches of it.
Yeah.
Because it's just like Coy can smell the fragrances up in his room because his room is like right above the dining room, which is by the kitchen. And so I sort of become nose blind to it. You know what I mean? Like I just don't smell it as I'm working with it. And if I don't put it on, I don't smell what the customers smell.
Right.
And it's such a light scent. And it's like, Oh my God.
Oh my God, that does smell good.
It really does. Like it's got a strong blueberry start and then like that vanilla, crumbly, buttery cobbler
Yummy.
part. Yeah. Wow. It's really nice. I'm all surprised by it. Holy crap. Can you believe it? Okay. Anyway. Yeah. So guys,
I
um,
love my friends.
no
Thanks, no
need
need
to
to know.
yell.
All
Yay,
right, so
Sandy. I'm so glad.
it's so good. All right,
Okay.
so let's talk the big stuff before we get into the other big stuff.
Which is the big stuff, the first big stuff, and which is
The
the second.
GoFundMe. Let's talk about the GoFundMe. So
Let's do it.
this has been such an unbelievable thing, and I know everybody in this chat has donated or shared, done what they can, really backed Jason and Andrea and the rest of us up and trying to get this done.
Yeah.
So that's the link. If anybody doesn't have it or needs to share it, let me reload it and see where the number's at right now. We're at 145,302 right now.
That is insanity.
You
I mean, it's
know,
not, but like I find it really interesting that when he had to pause it because there were like all of those like things that they had to like update or whatever, it was at what 61,000, 62,000,
mhm.
and just that short amount of time he had said, we lost a lot of ground and let's do this. Once he threw it back up, man, did that money start coming in
I
way
think,
faster than like the first part.
yeah. So
It
now,
really started flying in.
to give anybody's not aware, if anybody catches the replay later on this, it was originally the goal was $1.5 million. Let me back the trade up. I'm going to make this as quick as possible because everybody's already heard this for the most part. So the house was originally scheduled to go up for auction on October 31st. Then we all got this huge disappointment about the auction being canceled because the auctioneer's website had said there was a private sale. So of course we're like, what? But knowing what we've learned about Rhode Island law over the last 2 years, it didn't make sense. So then we caught wind. Jay had a big update about how, and this is kind of what we figured, is a lender. The economy's shitty right now. Foreclosures are happening all over the place. Banks are constantly rebalancing their inventory.
Banks are
unloading debt.
constantly selling their
Right.
debt.
So
Even if it's not in foreclosure, they're constantly selling loans.
Yeah, they're
If you own a home, I'm sure at some point.
that happened to me at one point. Like
Yeah.
they just changed who I made my mortgage payment to. Happens all the time.
Yeah.
And Needham Bank's a smaller bank. I think there's like 12 branches in all of Massachusetts, so it's smaller. But the house was not sold. So technically Jacqueline still owns the house until the foreclosure process is completed. So now with the lender, whoever this lender is, they also now have to go through the foreclosure process because she hasn't signed. I mean, as far as anybody's made this wasn't like a private sale, like a regular sale, right? All they bought was the debt.
Right. So she still owes the debt. That hasn't
changed at all.
Changed.
Yeah. Right. So now with all that information, that number was stood at $1.5 million. And the great thing about it is it buys us more time, right? Because of course we don't know when the next auction's going to be, but now we have more time to raise this money. And then of course, Jay sent out another update the other day that there is somebody, I don't know who it is willing to donate. I think the number's 400,000. Everybody in the crew can check me if I'm wrong on that.
So it was me. I'm the person.
It's me. It's me. I just gonna write a text.
It's me and Aaron. We just, we make so much money with our new jobs.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
listen, Jason,
just support that. Oh, Ken. Well, make me drive to Rhode Island. Right. So anyway, that being said, Jay is also matching dollar for dollar up to $1 million. So then he decided with the new, whoever this anonymous person is, he's lowered the amount of the GoFundMe to raise up to $700K. So
yeah, I saw that.
Anyway, that's kind of the general gist of what's going on.
I'm back to yelling again.
So the response to this has been insane.
Insane.
It's all over the place. People are showing up left, right, and center to donate to this thing. And I think what was interesting about the auction being canceled is I think everybody had a moment of like, oh shit, we've lost it. Like there's no chance the community's ever going to have access to this house again. And I'm wondering if that's the thing that kind of
that like
Um,
everybody we were like, we've got a second chance.
right. So
Because
now,
there was a very marked change in the flow of donations when
agreed.
it was unpaused. I was like,
Mhm.
holy crap. Like every day, it was tens of thousands. It had grown so much and so quickly.
Well, and I think what's interesting too is to see, obviously most of us are working behind the scenes with this, helping,
Right.
Jason and Andrew with whatever they need as far as the GoFundMe goes and things like that. But to see the change in Jason since it started, like
I
his
know.
energy, like he's like got a fire under his ass because this thing
Yes. He
means
was so
so.
excited in that one video that it
He
was like,
was.
fuck yeah, let's help him.
Let's go. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think it's lit a fire under a lot of people. And again, this is not a profit venture. This is not for profit. This is to ensure that if we can get this done, that the house can be open once it gets fixed and figured out and all of that and handled with the town to allow everyone to be able to afford to go in there. Right.
That is, yes, that is
That's
the most
the goal.
important thing
And
for me anyway.
yeah. But on top of that, even if you don't like the paranormal, this house is is older than this country by over 40 years. I mean, it was started in the like 1688. I think
Yeah.
the land was deeded in 1680. So it's now did, like, as Ken likes to say, did Ben Franklin take a shit in that bathroom? No, he didn't. But it is a beautifully historical property, and if you haven't been in it, the way it's constructed and all of that, and it's just a really special place. So anyway, I know I'm dragging this like on way longer than it needs to be,
No,
but
it's fine. We want to talk about this. It's
this
important.
what's neat is to see people doing other things to promote this, which we now cue in Carrie's part of this because this brilliant bitch had an idea too. Have at it, sister.
Yeah, I thought, okay, how can the shop raise money? So like every sale that we have in the month of October, however long this goes on, really, we're going to donate 10% of our net profit to the GoFundMe, just as the shop. And then I'm like, okay, that's fine. But I want to do more. So what could I do? So in just being real here, guys.
Yeah.
Just being real. I came up with a 50-50 raffle, where if you're not familiar with them, I've done some TikToks and things like that on it. If you're not familiar with a 50-50 raffle, is you buy raffle tickets, however many you want, and then all that money gets split up and half goes to Jason's GoFundMe. The
Mm-hmm.
other half of the jackpot goes to one lucky winner.
Yeah.
So that's how 50-50 raffles work. At least that's how mine works. And to be perfectly honest, I've found over all of my years of fundraising, because Koya has autism, we joined Autism Speaks and we did the walk in Arizona for a number of years. I was on the committee, team captain. Like I know how there's a psychology to donations, right?
Yeah.
So I found that one of the most successful ways to fundraise is to kind of do one of these like 50-50 raffles.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, you know what? That's no small thing. If like say it's not at this amount, guys, it's really not. But say we get $5,000 in this raffle by the time it's all said and done. 2,500 goes to the GoFundMe. 2,500 goes to a lucky winner.
Right.
That's a little bit more of an incentive, whether you agree
Agreed.
with it or not. I mean, it just is what it is. And it's a very successful way to fundraise. Because if folks are like, hey, I get to help save this place. Plus, you know what? I get a little extra money for the holidays or whatever.
Right.
People are, I found, more likely to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Now there have been a number of folks that want all of their money that they've paid for their raffle tickets to just go to the GoFundMe, and I think that's great, but that's not what this raffle is for. I can't
Yeah.
split that money up.
Right.
So we've been telling folks, hey, you know what? Just put it to the GoFundMe. Here's the link. Like, here you go.
Mm-hmm.
But right now it's up to I didn't check it this morning, last night. $540
Amazing.
is
Amazing.
unbelievable. I was like,
Yeah.
what is happening? Oh my God. And I knew it was going to be successful and fun. I didn't know how fast everything was going to come in. And I
Yeah.
had to open up like a third savings account for my store to put this money in, because the ones that I've got, like, taxes come out of one, and bills come out of another, and you know what I mean. So I was like,
Right.
I have to put this money somewhere else that it's not going to get touched by the day-to-day operations of the store.
Right.
So yeah, it's really, really, really um it's really amazing. And it's, yeah, Mary Beth, GoFundMe does take a portion of it, but it
But it's
isn't
not that
anywhere near
nearly
that.
that high. I just put the number in. I may have the chain. Like, I think it's 2.9% plus. I think it's 35 cents, give or take.
It
Uh,
is, yeah, because we've done GoFundMe's before as a family, and it's not anywhere near that high.
Agree. Ken makes a good point. Can a developer take this property down to the studs? My understanding is if a developer wanted it, then yeah, they could just flatten that house if they wanted to. And what an absolute devastating loss
It absolutely
for
would be. And
community there.
Penhurst Asylum, just outside of Philly, is going through that exact thing.
I saw that.
Is going through that exact thing. Now, I mean, they're not in foreclosure, like it's not going to auction it, but the owner is considering selling it. That would be such a travesty. I think.
Yeah.
I think all of these buildings, the Conjuring House, Penhurst Asylum, Phelps Dodge Hospital, Trans Allegheny, I think all of these places, they need to be saved and preserved.
Agreed. Yeah. I
Not because
completely
there's
agree.
ghosts. I mean, obviously because there's ghosts, but that's history that people go and they learn from. People go to Trans Allegheny, they go on those historical tours, and they are shown what mental health care used to look like.
Mm-hmm.
They are actually in those rooms. They see how small they are. They're in those surgery rooms where they were doing electroshock and lobotomy. Like, that's important. That's
Yeah.
a tangible way to learn about, what, be it mental health, or be it, prison reform, or, whatever. These
Right.
locations are very important.
They are. And I think that's one of the things I love about living up here in New England is because, in Florida, I mean, except with the exception of, like historical St. Augustine, Florida's solution to everything was like, oh, it's old, tear it down and put up a condo or a Walgreens or a CVS across the street. Like, it's, up here.
Yeah.
And obviously I know it's not just New England, but they really look at history differently. Like, I mean, driving around up here in Maine, I mean, anywhere in New England, all these old barns, these houses, like, there's so much pride in history here. And I think the paranormal field has gotten so far away from that end of it on some level. Like, it's
Yeah.
jump scares and demon. And like, I get it. Everybody has their audience. I'm not knocking that, but we've lost the goal. Like, we've lost the entire point of why we got into this.
We've absolutely lost the point. Yeah.
And this is, I think, kickstarting that for people again, because, of course, the parent story is the legacy of that house, right? But so are the spirits and all we've learned about them.
Mm-hmm.
And, getting back to them and getting them into a space where they're comfortable in their own home again.
Yeah.
Just this is bigger than just this house too. I mean, this is uniting a field that is so often fraught with anger and just hate and nastiness,
competition, and it's gotten to be really crazy. I mean, like, the joke that Nick and Tessa Groff did, holy crap, did that backfire on them? Like, calm down, guys.
But it was funny. I mean,
yeah,
people are going to have fun with this, and that's totally fine. And again, like, we want to reiterate too, we want this for whoever, like, universe, please let this GoFundMe work and let this be the winning bid.
Manifest the hell out of this shit, guys. Every donation is manifesting that outcome.
Exactly. So
that energy is happening.
Yeah. So I think, and for Andrea too, obviously this starts with her. And I think, it also gives something for her, because and just to clarify for people, she's in a great headspace. I know some of us talk to her all the time.
Yeah.
And some people aren't really aware of like where her headspace is, and she's in a really good headspace. And now with this going on, for those of us intimately involved with this all the time in the last couple of years, like it's all been bad. It's been dumpster fire after dumpster fire after dumpster fire. And so now to be able to shift the focus to something great is really, really nice, So
yeah, that's a different type of energy around it than it's had in a long time.
So we just want to hit that real quick because obviously that's important. And, huge thanks to Jason, obviously, for being willing to take this on and, letting us kind of help him with some of the things he needs help with. And, our group is so tight, and unfortunately he got sucked into this by no fault of his own, from the get-go.
Right. Yeah.
But he's always shown up for us. He's always, helped us when we've needed help, or defended us if we needed a platform to go on to. But this is stepping up in a huge way for somebody who is like the biggest name in the field, and to stand for us. It's all about the integrity, the honesty of it. Like, we're not in this for the money. And I know I've put this on a couple of shows where people are like,
yeah, and some people still think that, though. Like, I saw a comment just like about an hour before we got on here about somebody commenting on one of your posts saying it's a cash grab, blah, 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 blah. Like,
and the thing is, most of us in the original staff, and I can't, we're going back and just donating our time. Like, we're not getting paid. We're not there for the money.
Mm-hmm.
We just want to make sure that because we're manifesting, this GoFundMe works out for us and the whole community, then those of us who loved it so much can go back, and basically it's a turnkey business. Once they get everything squared, we already know what to do. We know how to care for the house. We know how to
seriously. And the money, like, it is a business. I mean, it's going to be, and like you said, you guys already know how to do all of that.
Yeah.
And the people are gonna come back.
I agree.
And the people that, like Laura and you and I had planned a couple of years ago, Laura and I were going to come up. We were going to spend the night. It was going to be cool. And then everything like went to hell, and we couldn't
do it.
We couldn't do it, and couldn't we don't have that kind of money. Yes, our podcast was popular and we were making money from like ads and things like that, but we were making that kind of money. We're not, Sam and Colby or whatever. So it's important for people like us to be able to afford to go. And I know that that's Jason's goal too, which is super important, because then so many more people are going to be able to go there. It's going to be great.
I agree. And, getting the spirits, because obviously none of us have been in that house for a really long time.
Yeah.
But, I think for us, we all worked because our intentions were pure and because we had the right heart for this. Like, that house will, like, if you don't have the right intentions in that house, it can chew you up and spit you out. I think you come in all puffed up and, I'm a big dude and this shit's bullshit. And then next thing you know, 10 minutes later, that same guy is screaming like a 5-year-old child and he's running out the door. Like
1,000%. You
have to understand, respect, and honor the power of that house. I mean,
yes,
that's the only way this works out well for anyone. And Andrew has even said, if the house doesn't like you, it's not in like a demon, none of that, but that house is its own, in my opinion, own living, breathing entity.
I mean, and that's like kind of the case for every location that you go to.
Yep.
There's always going to be like for lack of a better word, a crabby spirit that doesn't want you there, doesn't give a crap what you're doing, doesn't like you flat out. You're going to go in and be, like aggressive with all this bravado and like demanding and like, well, you deserve what you get, which is the topic of the show tonight.
Which is funny because we picked this last month, not this past Monday, like 2 Mondays
2
ago,
Mondays ago. Yeah.
we figured this topic out. So we're gonna go till about 9:30 because unfortunately, I got to get up at
We have
4 in the
jobs
morning.
now, and so we got to go to bed.
Yeah. So we'll talk about this for a bit, and then we'll pull cards.
Yep. Because we're still going to be doing shadow work every week or every show week.
Are you pulling for 3 people tonight, or are we going to do that in the next show? Because we're short on time tonight. It's up to you.
I can pull for 3 people. It's pretty quick.
And I have it written. I have down who we did last time. So we'll.
Oh, good. Okay.
We'll make time for that. So we'll try and wrap up the discussion about what we're talking about tonight by like 9:15 or something.
And I think it'll be quick. I mean,
I do too.
If you guys didn't see Erin's post tonight, we're going to be talking about the rule of 3 and karma, which I think we've touched on it on the show in episodes past.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think we've really gotten like in it. I don't think we've really gotten in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hello. I love his horses.
The horse whisperer has arrived.
I know. I love it. I love his horses TikToks. I'm like, look at the horsies.
I know. They're so cute.
So cute. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the law of karma, and then Erin is going to talk to us about the rule of 3. So I think we all know what karma is, right? I mean, it's pretty simple. But essentially, it's what you put out, you get back. Karma is some religions believe that it's something that you will, if you do something horrible in this life, then in the next life, the karma is going to set that straight and teach you that lesson. But that's not necessarily, karma can happen in the next life. It can happen in this life. And sometimes it's really quick, as has happened to me a couple of times. And sometimes seems like when it's happening to you, it's really fast.
Yeah.
When you're waiting for it to happen to others, it's motherfucking slow. You might be 95. You might die never having seen karma.
It's like Rose on Titanic. It's been 84 years. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly. But it does come around. So I did find this really cool article on medium.com. And basically, let's talk about what karma is not. So the thing is that we have all formed our own versions of the law of karma based on what we've heard from our friends, what we've seen on TV, what we've, in movies, what, podcasts have said. So we kind of have to unlearn whatever we think we really know about karma.
Yeah.
A lot of people are of the opinion that if anything bad, wrong, or unanticipated is happening to them, it is because of their previous bad karmas, and that anything good is happening, then it's subsequently because of their respective good karmas. Mm-hmm. But really, whatever's happening to us might not actually be remotely related to any actions in our life. So if you kind of think about it, wherever you are today, is it just because of your actions? Mm-hmm. The answer is kind of a big fat no. So your actions alone didn't decide your current scenario. Yeah. The action of your parents, your teachers, your friends, your neighbors, your relatives, strangers that you met on the street, actually had a massive impact on where you are right now. Does that make sense?
It absolutely does. Also, real quick before you go on to the next thing, guess who's here?
Who's here?
Michelle. Michelle Roos. She goes to bed usually pretty early because she has to get up super early for work. So, and I love this woman. She's one of my favorite people on the planet.
And also, congratulations, or not congratulations. Oh. National Bosses Day. Did you see what her employees did? Yes. Happy National Bosses Day. Not congratulations on it. Congrats, you're a boss.
And she just got back from Ireland and had one hell of a time on a trip over there with the guided tour, paranormal tour. So that was quite a thing. Anyway,
Yeah.
all right, keep
Yeah.
going. And Dragon Ranger's here too.
Who's here?
Dragon Ranger.
Hi.
I threw his up, but I didn't get to say hi. All right, sorry, keep going.
Okay. No, totally fine. So essentially, external situations, circumstances, nature, and things that we don't have any control over can and do affect our lives in ways that we probably can't even imagine.
Yeah.
So let's get into karma. Karma is A, the executed deed, work, action, or act, and B, it is also the intention of the person behind that action. And so this article refers a lot to actions and karma. It refers to like the actions and then karma very simply, just to kind of keep it simple.
Yeah.
But it's truly your action and your intention behind that action. So whatever actions that you take where you have an underlying motive, purpose, intention, reason, decide what kind of karma you're gonna get, whether it's good karma, whether it's bad karma.
Have the day you deserve.
Have the day you deserve. I love that. Have the day you deserve. And it's because it's true. But all those things that you do where you don't have any purpose, intention, motive, reason, then that is your anti-karma, like not karma. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, for example, when I was 19, I worked at a high-end store at a mall in Scottsdale, Arizona. And my friend worked there with me, and we loved it. It was a really easy job, paid pretty good, and essentially it sold baked goods and like candies and desserts and stuff. So my friend and I started stealing from the job because this particular job, because it was such a high-end place, their customer service was so top drawer, maybe a little too much, that people could buy like a bunch of muffins or a bunch of candy or whatever, and then come back with the empty box and be like, oh, I left it in my car in the heat and they all got gross and they started to smell, so I threw them away. But here's the empty box. I want a refund. And you have to refund them.
Yeah.
You don't have to bring in a receipt. You don't have to bring in an empty box. You don't have to anything. You come in and you say, hey, I bought XYZ in product here and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
We had to refund them that money, whether they could prove they bought it or not.
Yeah.
It blew my mind. I was like, what the hell? The problem with that scenario is it makes it very easy for employees to steal.
Sure.
So what my friend and I did was we started doing returns that nobody did. So every night when we'd close out the drawer would be over, right? And we would pocket it. So we pocketed enough money that we were able to go to San Diego for the one weekend.
Nice.
Yeah. So we were like, this is great. And again, I was 19. This didn't happen like last year.
Right.
But it's still really no excuse. I knew fully what was going on. And our intention was to have more money. So, yeah. So on our way to San Diego, because, we were living in Phoenix and San Diego's about a 5-hour drive away. On our way to San Diego, we left around 6 o'clock in the evening. We were getting into San Diego kind of late. Me and my friend and her friend were in her Jeep and we got high. And so they were listening to music and we were singing, and I was sitting in the back of her Jeep, and it was just a 2-door Jeep. I was sitting on that bench in the back facing backward. Like I was facing backward. I was facing the road. And there was a car came around the bend and was like following us. And I remember just staring at the lights of this car. And then the lights turned blue and red.
Oh boy.
Uh-huh.
Ruh-roh.
Yep. So we got pulled over, one, because Cher was driving exactly, like she had cruise set to exactly the speed limit, which was odd for that area. Most people drove slower. And then,
Yeah.
of course, me turned around in the back, clearly not wearing a seatbelt. Like it was a problem. So that was the first thing. Cher got a ticket. Whoops. Sorry, I outed my friend. Whoops. So Cher got a ticket. I didn't get a ticket for some reason. We all had to do like, it wasn't really like a sobriety test. We all had to do that. We all passed. It was fine. She got in trouble for having the roach in her ashtray. Like it was a whole thing.
It was a whole thing.
Yeah. We go to San Diego. We spend all the money. We come back. Every single one of my tires on my car has been slashed. Every single one of them. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm 19. I have a car payment. I work at a tiny job making minimum, maybe a buck over minimum wage.
Yeah.
I don't have the money to buy 4 brand new tires for my car.
Yeah.
So karma came hard and fast, and for me and my friend,
Yeah.
with that. So, and that was the intention. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like we were stealing. We knew it was wrong. We didn't care. We wanted money, blah, 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 blah.
It was a fuck around and find out moment. It didn't end
It
well.
was absolutely fuck around and find out moment. So, that's just one example of karma and how your intention behind it really does. In my opinion, I feel like your intention behind it, if you do something wrong, you know you're doing something wrong, you did it anyway, like that is what is going to, and this, you might talk about this in the rule of 3, but
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like your intention behind it is going to determine how bad the karma is that's going to come for you. Now, there are situations where karma will happen to you in another life. Like, for example, say you are married to this woman, you're a man and you're married to this woman, and you beat her. She is a victim of domestic violence at your hand constantly. And one day you beat her so severely that you kill her.
Yeah.
Now, when you get up to heaven, because people like that do go up there, you're a human soul. Obviously, you've made real bad decisions and your soul is seriously damaged.
Mm-hmm.
But once you get up there and you're with your guides and you're with your masters and teachers, it could be decided, like you and them may decide that you want to come back. Hello. That your soul may decide that it wants to come back, and it needs to come back as a woman who is the victim of domestic violence, so that your soul understands
Yeah.
what you did. That's also karma. And I believe that that's like chosen karma. Like, I deserve this. This is
Right.
the life I want to live because I need to understand what I put my wife through. Does that make sense?
Having been on the receiving end of my first ex-husband was incredibly abusive. So yes, I know that one well.
Yeah. So, I mean,
and it's interesting too because
yes.
like karma, the law of 3, obviously, or rule of 3,
Mm.
intermingle just like everything else here.
Right.
But it's interesting because I think I think a lot of times people's interpretation of karma
Yeah.
is that like whatever karma's coming back is going to be exactly what you dished out, and that's like almost never true.
Exactly.
It's
exactly.
like
That's almost
you stole money and
never true.
your tires got slashed. It's not like you stole money and somebody stole from you. Like, I think so people have to understand that it's coming back. It's just, it may not be like you expected it to be. Right?
Yeah.
Kind of manifesting, same thing. It's like you never know how it's going to come back, but just know it's coming.
It's coming, right? And it's all based on your actions that you can control.
Yeah.
So all the actions that were taken by you when you were aware and conscious about it,
yeah,
kind of only those can be labeled as either good or bad karma.
Right.
On the other hand, actions that were taken by you either unintentionally or unconsciously, where you were unaware of what you were doing, then that's neither good karma nor bad karma. Does that make sense? Wish I had for example on that one. Like,
Here we go.
do we have an example?
Does not have a time clock and plays what it wants to dish back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing. Like, it can come at you hard and fast, like it did for my friend and I. Or, like I said, you may die never having seen karma come to that person that wronged you
Right.
or whatever. So it needs to be very clear that who's actually performing the action, because only when we actually know the person is responsible for the action can we categorize it as good or bad. So this kind of is a big revelation in itself. A lot of times we scapegoat others, or we get scapegoated, or we scapegoat ourselves for things we didn't intend to do, because there's a world of difference between the two.
Yes.
And the universe knows this. The universe knows who is truly the one that either did it or set it off or what have you.
Yeah.
The universe knows that. And the
Oh, yeah.
karma will go to the person that did it.
Yeah. Oh, 100% agree.
100%.
Every time. And again, like you said, you don't know.
Mhm.
And I think it's interesting, like, how often does karma, when it comes back, and we're just not even aware of it because you don't talk to that person, or you haven't, like, you're not in touch. Like, it.
Yeah.
Even if you're not aware, it may have already played itself out.
1,000%. And it was something like that happened to me recently, where I didn't see it coming. Karma came to me again, and I didn't see it coming. So what happened was 6 years ago, I had been making a lot of really good money in the mortgage industry, and I had a friend who was, him and his girlfriend were getting ready to have a baby, and they lived out in like a desert town in California. They didn't have a car. They were going to have to take, it's like a small town. They were going to have to take like a bus to get to the hospital and take the baby home on a bus. And the bus came by like twice a day or some kind of like really crazy thing. And I'm like, you know what? That's silly. Here's $3,500. Go buy a car. And I gave it to them. And they did. They went and bought a car. And the car, they ended up moving to Illinois. They came back through Phoenix with their baby, who's so cute, and I love him so much. And then they moved, and the car lasted them for a few years and really saved their lives. It allowed him to get a job that was a little further from home, and it was just sort of one of those things. I thought nothing of it at the time. I was like, I have it. You need it. Here you go.
Yeah.
Real easy. Thought nothing of it. Fast forward 6 years, and I've lost that money-making job. My car's been repossessed. I have no way to get to work. I have no way to dash. I don't know what I'm going to do when a friend of mine is like, hey, listen, I'm actually getting a car through an inheritance, and I would like to give you my car.
Right.
What? You want to just give me a car? Are you
Love
crazy?
you.
Love you. But you've got to be nuts. Absolutely not. And they were like, why? You need it. And I'm getting another one. And it's no car payment, like no. And so I went to my mom and I was like, they want to give us their car. And she was like, what? It blew our minds. I really didn't think anything of it. And I was talking to Jennifer. I think it was Jennifer. I was talking to Jennifer about it, and I was like, who just gives people a car? And she kind of chuckled. She goes, Carrie,
You did.
You did.
Yeah.
You are that kind of people. And I was like, oh, I really didn't think anything of it. But that's an example of good karma.
Yeah.
Because I didn't give him that money with any sort of expected payback.
Yeah.
He's my
Exactly.
friend. He needed that car. Him and his girlfriend and the baby needed the car. Okay, I gave the car to the baby because, I was like, listen, this is for the baby, not you guys. But yeah, so I really didn't think anything of it. And then I really was blown away when my friend gave me this car that has been fantastic. I love it.
Yeah.
And I was like, who just gives people a car? Like, what a lunatic. And Jennifer was like, you do. And
Yeah.
I'm all, oh, right. So
Yeah.
that's other examples of good karma.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, the only thing that differentiates between good and bad karma
His intention.
is intentions. If your intentions are clean, inspiring, helpful, full of compassion, empathy, and looking for the greater good, these all come under the umbrella of good karma. It
Yeah.
goes without saying, really, if your intentions are dirty, uninspiring, cause hindrance, to cheat, betray, cause harm, just looking out for yourself without giving a rat's ass to society or who you're hurting, that all constitutes as bad karma.
Yeah.
And it's all being written down, guys, in those books, in those Akashic records that we all have. It's
Yep.
all being recorded as it happens.
Yeah.
As it happens.
Literally. Yeah.
All of this is being recorded in the Akashic records and on YouTube.
Obviously.
So karma is it is a very real thing. And I know that it's very hard when somebody hurts you or hurts somebody that you love. It's very difficult to be like, yeah, well, karma's going to get them. Like that does feel a little bit comforting, but to wait and never see it happen, that is very hard to do. But what you have to do is you just have to have faith in the universe
Yeah.
because it will happen. We
And
are all just human souls down here trying to
I,
learn.
I think the other thing too is karma often gets misinterpreted.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think when you're like, oh, karma's going to get you, it's like, well, okay, maybe, but it's like this instant, it's going to happen, and it's used almost as like a threat,
Like a threat. Yeah.
and it's like, no, this is determined on how you live and the decisions that you make, and
Yep.
I don't know how it's going to get served up on a silver platter to you. I don't know, and honestly,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's not really my business.
Mm-mm.
But it often gets so misinterpreted and
Yeah.
thrown around like it's this simplistic thing when it's actually a very, I hate to say complicated because it's not complicated, but it's a much higher level thing than
It's
just
way above our pay grade.
it's
to
basically been
understand
equated.
it,
Yes,
for
this
sure.
is exactly what I was going to say. It is not revenge. That's
It's not revenge.
exactly the point I was
It
trying to
isn't
make.
revenge, and it also is not on you to dole it out.
Dish it out. Exactly.
Because then there you go. Then now you have bad karma.
Right.
Like it's one of my favorite phrases is let go and let God.
Mm-hmm.
Truly. That's very hard to do though. I know that's very hard to do. But that's kind of like it's in the universe has got your back.
Yeah. Well, it's
If
like
you
Elise
have good
Myers.
intentions, yeah.
Let them.
Let them. Mel Robbins.
Mel Robbins. That's who it is. Thank you. I get my fun motivational people confused.
Love her. And I love that specific topic she talks about. Let them. Yes, karma is the universe balancing positive with negative energy and frequency.
Yep.
It just you've got to have faith that good is going to come to you and the lesson's going to come to them. And I think that kind of leads into what Erin's going to talk about now, which is the rule of 3.
Which is what Jonathan just asked about. Whatever you send out, you get back 3 times is saying, I've heard. Now,
yes, Jonathan, yes, we are, Erin, do it. Erin,
we're vibing. We're vibing.
We're vibing, Jonathan.
I think about that all the time. Like, it is a thing that I've always heard well before I got into witchcraft, well before I got into energy work, well before I got into any of that. It's always something I've heard, right? Mm-hmm. And of course, as I got into this stuff, it has now become the thing that very much dictates just about everything I do.
Yeah, me too. Now, yeah.
So I had always heard it as the law of 3, and then I started hearing it more as the rule of 3. So when I started doing some research on it, and I'm going on a blog called learnreligions.com, and it's written by a woman named Patty, I'm going to botch this, Widgington or Wiggington. It's a Harry Potter word.
It
honestly.
does. It does. A little whinging. We'll just call it
Exactly.
Patty.
That's all I can
Patty
think of.
little whinging.
And it's often attributed to Wicca.
Mhm.
It's not.
Mm-mm.
It's not even a law
Yeah.
at all, but we're going to get into why. All right. So here we go. I'm going to read directly from this. Many new Wiccans and plenty of non-Wiccan pagans are initiated with the cautionary words from their elders, ever mind the rule of three. This warning is explained to mean that no matter what you do magically, there's a giant cosmic force that will make sure your deeds are revisited upon you threefold. Universally guaranteed. Some people claim, which is why you better not ever perform any harmful magic, or at least that's what they tell you. However, this is one of the most highly contested theories in modern paganism. Is the rule of three real, or is it just something made up by experienced Wiccans to scare the newbies into submission? So, because I looked at a whole bunch of articles, and this one, this is perfect.
Yeah.
So the rule of three, also called the law of threefold return, is a caveat given to newly initiated witches in some magical traditions, primarily neo-Wiccan ones. The purpose is a cautionary one. It keeps people honest, basically. Helps people who have discovered Wicca from thinking they have these magical superpowers, because obviously if any of us have seen The Craft, we know how that ends.
Love The Craft.
Me too.
Love
It also, if heated, keeps folks from performing negative magic without putting some serious thought into the consequences. And that's where I live.
Yeah.
An early incantation of the rule of three appeared in Gerald Gardner's novel High Magic's Aid in the form of, quote, "Mark well, when thou receivest good, so equally art bound to return good threefold," end quote.
Yeah.
Later appeared as a poem published in a magazine back in 1875. And then it kind of evolved into the notion among new witches that there's this spiritual law and effect that everything you do comes back to you.
Yeah.
Theoretically, obviously, it's not a bad concept, but it's not a law because it's not a universal law.
Yeah.
Right. And it's really, from what I'm learning today, more of a guideline of, because I've heard threefold. I've also heard tenfold.
I have too. I've heard tenfold. Yeah.
You've heard them both. I do think it's a way that sort of from a folklore standpoint kind of come into being a practice. Now, am I saying, and I don't think this woman is saying Wiccans are wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong in this. I think it is a guideline. And honestly, the more I've learned about it over the 5 years I've been diving into this shit.
Yeah.
I think way more now about what I say, what I do, how I act, just because of that. Because obviously in our last 2 years of dealing with the internet.
That fun place called the internet.
Right. We've all, and I say we because with the Conjuring House original group, we're always a we. So when we say that, it's just out of habit. But
right.
Obviously some more than others have been absolutely eviscerated on the internet. We've all had to put up with some degree of shit. And a lot of people in this group chat, you've had to deal with it. Everybody's had to deal with it on some level. Mm-hmm. And in the beginning, you always we'd have these big, long conversations about, okay, well, how do we handle this? What do we need to do? We respond? Do we not respond? Now I'm pissed. And I think we all finally reached a point where it was like, nope, we're done reacting. The internet this all takes care of itself, because in my understanding of the rule of three and whether it's a legitimate real rule or not, I'm still going to live by it.
Right.
I put out shitty energy. I get back shitty energy.
Yep.
Times 3.
Yep.
Simple. Basic. It literally
really
is the thing that rules my life. Mm-hmm. And I have learned that even if I get mad about something that's been said about me or perpetrated about or whatever, I can just grab my popcorn and watch the universe take care of it for me. Little bit different than karma, because
different than karma, yeah, but along
because
the
you have
same
the law of karma. That's like a legitimate universal law. This is almost like karma light, but more built into
bigger punch,
but energy too. Because obviously I'm very much an energy person, and I've watched this shit played out for people for a lot of years, right? Something
Bye,
negative
Jonathan.
happens, you see bad stuff. Bye, Jonathan. Oh, I know he was going into another meeting at 9. Mm-hmm. But I think too, and I'm going to use myself as an example. I get a lot of shit in this field because people think I'm doing all kinds of terrible things to get to where I'm at, which I hate even using that So let
Rubbing
me
those elbows with celebrities.
rubbing the elbows. Yeah, you know.
Rubbing the elbows.
Oh God, can you imagine what she'd have to say? Given anyway, whatever. That's a whole.
I know. I
But my goal in this field, if I had to have an angle, was to learn more.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
So, for example, I meet Ken through Andrea. I start helping him do. No, this is before I did the thumbnails. But anyway, he's a golfer. Ken's a golfer. Justin works for the PGA Tour.
Right. Yeah.
Free tickets. So Justin's like, oh, well, why don't if you want to have Ken go up to the Travelers event in Connecticut, just fly up. And I said, oh, well, maybe I can do a paranormal thing or two. So I bought Conjuring House tickets just to tour the place. This was in the summer 22. Ken and I go to the tournament. I'm still in Connecticut. He's like, hey, I'd really like to, say thank you for taking us to the golf tournament. And I'm like, I don't know why you're thanking me. I had a hell of a time. I got to go too, You want to come investigate with us? Sure. You'll meet Cody and Satori for the first time. I had talked to them already, like,
Sure.
on live shows and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was a thing, like, so again, that whole exchange of energy and the way it came back to me.
Yeah.
Obviously, I make this amazing group of friends. I get this job, which of course turns into a dumpster fire, but I still have this amazing group of friends. But it was all based on, it started as something little. I just wanted to do something nice for Ken because I know how much he loves golf. I don't have any expectations. I didn't expect a job at the Conjuring House. I didn't expect to get involved with any of this shit.
Yeah.
But I've always, because of my brain and the way I was raised, is you always do right by people. You always do.
Mm-hmm.
You're a helper. Be a helper. Helpers are everywhere, right?
Right. Look for the helpers. Paranormal Girl said, harm thee none, do what thee will.
Yep, I've seen that one too. Sorry, now I'm running my mouth. I'm not paying attention to the
No, it's totally fine. Harm thee none, do what thee will. And
there it is.
I love.
It's so true.
I love that because it is so true. Like, exactly we're all trying to just live this life. And I firmly believe that what Buffy said, not our Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but Buffy said was the hardest thing to do in this world is to live in it.
Yeah.
We're all trying to stay in our lane and make our own way and survive and thrive. It's not about surviving, it's about thriving. And a lot of us are just trying to survive.
Yeah.
It's
one of those things where I think, and like Tom, let me pull this one back up from Tom. Tom's I feel like we give the rule of 3 power, then it has power. I just don't subscribe, which is totally fair. Everybody's got their, and like I'm saying, this is just for me. And of course, it's interesting to find out that there's not really, it's mostly folklore. There's not actually any law. It's just a guideline to live by, right? So, but I do, and I think it's also my belief in that has also changed how I react to things or how I don't react to things.
Too, yeah.
Or how, like, get pissed off or don't. I get way less mad these days.
Me
like
too.
I will always, universe has got it. It's fine. I look at how moving up here to Maine, like I, jumped into this situation at the Conjuring House. We all got stuck in a dumpster fire. We all had our role to play. And somehow at the end of that, I get offered this incredible opportunity to live in a state that I fell in love with without even having been there.
Yeah.
And it's all just kind of like snowballed from there. But again, there were never any expectations. It was just for me, okay, this person needs help with XYZ, or I can fill a need here. I don't care if I get paid, because for the record, people, I don't get paid for any of the stuff I do. I got the only paying job I had at the paranormal field was working as a caretaker and an admin at the Conjuring House. The rest of it is because I either love these people or I have an opportunity to learn something new.
Yeah.
But it's all come back, and it's come back bigger than I dished it out. And I think that's why I believe it.
Really has. Yeah. And guys, like, she is the one, Erin is a Reiki master. She's the one that infuses all of our products with Reiki. Erin is the one that does that. But I'm not paying her for that yet. But she knows once we get to a place where we have steady income coming in and I can afford to pay people, she is getting paid. So shop so I can pay Erin his salary. This is lightmyskincare.com.
17 jobs. But that's the thing. Like you you get in this, whatever your field is, whatever your passion is. And for me, it was like, I mean, I remember walking into that Kindred Spirits event, the first one I walked into, and it was just them setting up. Nobody was in there other than
Sure.
the agents and the assistants. And I walked in and I was like, oh my God, I found my people. Like it hadn't even started yet. And I was like, how do you get into this end of it? Just helping set up and just like, and
you're so good at it. Like, yeah.
Well, but I also didn't think, I mean, I've watched the paranormal shit for years. You never think you're going to get dropped into the center of it.
1,000% no. I never in a million years would have thought that this would be my life, that you and I do this, and we've, this is all a result of like good karma, I believe, and also our actions.
Mm-hmm.
And just who we are as people. Like, I don't want to be like, all the good that happens to me is just because,
right.
Because we work hard too.
We do work hard.
So that cannot be discounted. We can't just chalk all the great things up to good karma and the rule of three. We also
have to be a participant in it.
Right. Yeah. It's the universe will point us down the road. It's up to us to fucking walk down it. And we have said this on the show a bazillion times.
Yeah. And I feel like, in summary, it's, karma is a law. We know that. It's universally accepted. This is more a suggestion. Because it's optional. Like karma's karma. You can't argue that. Mm-hmm. You can choose to walk the law, rule of three line. You don't have to. I think most people are going to live their lives that kind of way anyway, whether they think it comes back threefold or not.
Yeah.
But both are great suggestions for not being a shitty person.
Pretty much, yes. Like I was saying, like I get it.
Don't be an asshole.
Hard. Don't be an asshole.
Exactly. Don't be a dick. It's just
a dick.
Yeah.
It's real simple. And that reminds me, actually, guys, I don't know if, and Aaron and I talked about this a little bit the other day. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I am noticing out there in the world that people are getting a little weird about boundaries. And what I mean by that is I have friends and I have some family that are being told that, you know what, hey, this is our boundary and you will respect my boundary. But those same people have no fucking problem trouncing on other people's boundaries.
Oh, yeah.
Has anyone else notice that? It's getting kind of weird. And it drives me absolutely insane. So I was talking to my cousin and she was experiencing this. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, listen, I'm glad that they have boundaries, that they have set boundaries and that they are adhering to them, because that's very hard to do.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that they can demand you respect their boundaries, but they don't respect yours. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
That's a two-way street. Like, you can't come across mine. You don't want me to come through yours. Like, you have to have more respect for yourself than that. So don't let anybody tell you that you are being a problem to them and you are crossing their boundaries and they're not comfortable with it when they're doing the same to you.
Yeah, exactly.
And never, ever compromise on the boundaries that you've set to make you feel safer. Ever.
Yeah, agreed.
Because I'm seeing it a lot. And I told Aaron, I'm like, I have some shit to say about boundaries.
Damn it.
At the show, I have stuff to say. So that is what I wanted to say. And everybody has the right to be angry. Absolutely. Everybody has the right to be angry. But what I'm always told, Coy, you have the right to be angry. What you don't have the right to do is hurt other people because you're angry.
Yes.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That's where the karma comes in.
It comes back down to life happens to you. You don't have control over what happens to you, but how you decide to navigate it is no one else's choice.
Yep.
But your own. And again, I know for us, we go back a lot to, we talk about like high vibration, low vibration, and we have up days, down days. I mean, I've had this year, I finally feel like things are turning the corner. But again, I think that's a buildup of good karma.
Yep.
Because boy, there's been a rush of it the last couple of weeks. But even in that space where things didn't feel great and I was very uncomfortable for a really long time,
You
um,
were. You were.
I disappeared. That's what I do. I disappear. It's not personal to anybody, but I was getting to sit with myself and understanding that I'm going to be just fine. Not to panic, not to stress. Enjoy the time that you have, the downtime that you need. Like you're building this new life. Just let it happen,
Let
right?
it happen.
Because
Let it
I
happen, and
know.
don't let people freaking come at you like the Kool-Aid man, busting through your boundaries like an idiot.
But that, and that was a lot of this moving to Maine. It was like, nope, I am unavailable for
Yep.
the foreseeable future
Yeah.
to most people.
Yeah.
And it wasn't
1,000%.
personal. Just had to do it.
Yeah.
So anyway,
that her daughter's not good with boundaries. It can be learned. It is difficult.
it's hard.
But
I
she
struggle.
can learn how to be.
I still struggle.
Can. And quite honestly, yeah, I still struggle too, especially for people that I really love that I think would never cross them.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm like, well, I didn't put up a boundary for that.
Yeah.
So why I can't be mad that they're like, doing something I don't approve of to me,
Right.
about me or whatever.
Agreed.
So yeah, does anybody have any questions? I know we kind of blew through this,
yeah,
but we do want to do the shadow work cards. We do want to pull one of her cards. We've got a sweary affirmation. So do you guys have any questions or like other input about karma and the rule of 3? I love our group, Erin, because man, everybody is they all just come with it in the comments.
I agree. And I think it's become a place for people to speak their truth and be more open. And
yeah,
because as we've always said, we are an absolute disaster and we own that. And we'd rather present the disaster that is the reality of the life that we live than give you some fluffed up bullshit version of.
Right. We have just learned everything and everything is so perfect. And you need to listen to us because we're so smart.
So freaking smart. Okay. How do you want
to do saying is learn from what we did because man, did we fuck up.
And continue to. Absolutely continue to. All right. What do you want to do first?
Well, let's pull the 3 first. So everybody who wants to have one of their shadow cards read, I can't.
Yeah. Let
me in the comments, and then Erin will use her
magic finger
professional wheel of fortune to pick the 3 people.
I eventually just need Cody I need to ask Cody to show me how to do the spinning wheel, but I have the list. So we've already pulled for Joseph, Buffy, and Rose with the 3 we pulled last time.
Okay, so everybody but Joseph, Buffy, and Rose.
Right. So if I get them, I'm gonna skip over you. It's not personal, but that was what we said. We were gonna keep a list so we got new people each
right. Yeah, and then we'll just repeat it. So all right, we got.
Ready? I'm gonna do my first one.
We got a bunch of folks. Who'd you land on?
I went to Rose, so I gotta go again.
What? How'd you go to Rose?
I don't know. I'm just blindly pointing. I'm not looking at the screen.
Oh, are you looking at the ones that say me or? Who do we have?
Sandy.
Sandy. Okay, Sandy. Okay, so this is the Shadow Edition. As if you guys don't know, I ask you to tell me if you want me to pull from the top or cut the deck to get your card. And I have already done the meditation and everything to get to the vibration level that I need. You saying me in the comments and being chosen is giving me permission to talk to your guides and have them pick out whatever card that they think is your card. So Sandy, you are up, and do you want me to pull from the top or should I cut from the deck, the middle of the deck? Let me know.
Give her a second.
And I'll just be, hey, Susan.
Hey, Susan. We're good. How are you?
We're pulling some cards for folks. We do a lot of, we started doing shadow work here on the show. So we end it with a little homework that folks have. Pick what jumps out at you. Okay, let's see. So far, nothing's jumping. Oh, wait a minute. I just lied. Okay, here we go. Here it is. Doody. The Weaver.
Love it.
So immediately, I don't know who did it, but now that song Dreamweaver is playing in my head. I'm not sure who's doing that.
Danny Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay, The Weaver. The Weaver, The Weaver. Okay, sorry. These books are so tiny.
I know.
Okay, here we go. Oh, this is a short one, I think. Yeah. Okay, so Sandy the Weaver. The Weaver is the master of their destiny. This deck is named the Threads of Fate because each one of us has thousands of threads that, when combined, weave the fabric of our life. We can braid, nurture, or sever any strand at any time, and in doing so, we are the Weaver. This card urges you to take inventory of all the threads active within your life at the moment. What needs to happen moving forward? Which ones need to grow stronger? Which ones need to be cut? What actions can you take to tend to the threads of your fate?
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
All right, Sandy, you'll have to let us know if that resonates.
Yeah, let us know. That's a good one. And quite honestly, it's sort of like on brand with what we were talking about.
Yeah.
You have to just kind of maintain your life in the way that you want to live it and preserve and protect you and yours, however you feel that needs to be done. All right, next person.
Right, ready for the next one?
What? Oh, okay.
Sandy says, interesting, thanks. Yeah, it does. So that's good.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to go back up to the Mies where they were.
Okay. Whoever it is, the spirits already know who it is, and they've already given me a card.
Mary Beth.
Mary Beth. All right. Mary Beth, this is for you. The Revolutionary. Okay. Look, they're so pretty. I love these things.
I do too.
I'm so sad they closed their business.
No.
Okay. Because I would have gotten all of their decks. All right. The Revolutionary. Let's see here. 106. Oh, here we go. All right. So, Mary Beth. Here we go. Okay. The Revolutionary card is asking you to challenge the status quo. Whether it is external or internal, the Revolutionary seeks to do things radically different. Like the Outlaw, the Revolutionary has ideals that can be viewed as out there. They are a natural leader that can see what the collective needs and are able to put it into action. They invite others to be a part of building the world with them. The Revolutionary invites us to bring some of the trailblazing energy and apply it to our situation and life. How can you meet the needs of the collective? How can you lead with integrity? Be aware that working with revolutionary energy does not always translate to being accepted and loved. You will have people that support you, but your work can also attract naysayers. This just means it is potent and worthwhile. Do not let anyone affect how you stand in the world. Allow their words to fuel your fire and keep going.
That's
A balanced, I know, right? A balanced revolutionary leads and empowers. They are not afraid to be direct and deliver harsh messages when necessary, but they do so with love. They are the original thinkers that push the envelope. They're all about questioning things and inviting others to do the same. They are truth seekers, but are fluid in how they find the truth. I like the way that was written.
I do too.
Because there are a number of different ways to find the truth. In the quest for the good of the greater collective, an unbalanced revolutionary may become oppressive and use tactics that can be harmful. They may also become tyrannical and unable to hear others because they have some imbalanced ego issues. So it sounds to me, Mary Beth, like the collective, it doesn't have to be like us or, paranormal group or the paranormal community or whatever. It sounds to me, it feels to me, the collective is you and your family is what this card is talking about. So
yeah,
if that resonates, let us know. All right.
Oh, thanks, Michelle. That's so nice.
Oh, that is so nice. Thank you. We actually,
what we're here for.
Humbly and kindly thank you for being part of it.
Also that.
Because Aaron and I had no idea where the show was going to go, how it was going to be received. We had no idea. And quite honestly,
it's been amazing.
You guys have changed our lives in the most wonderfully weird and wildly fun ways.
So true.
All right. Who do we have? Third person.
Mary Beth says, absolutely fits with me being a Scorpio too.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Love it. Okay. Let me go back up to the knees.
The knees.
Tom!
Tom Owen, my dear beautiful friend. All right, Tom, pull from the top or cut the middle.
Let's see. Sorry, my sister's in Japan. Oh, before I forget, happy birthday to my baby sister Colleen. She's in Japan right now.
Oh, I saw that it was her birthday. I wished her happy birthday. Happy birthday, Colleen.
Happy birthday calls. All right, Tom says the middle.
The middle. All right, here we go. We're cutting the deck. Don't throw it around. All right. Ooh. Oh, this is a pretty one. Play.
Dolphins, my fave.
That is super cute. Play. All right, let's see what we got here. Watch it be like you need to play with your dog all day, every day. Quit your job and play with your dog.
I know. I thought about Nico too. Because we're not dog people or anything.
Yeah, not at all. Tom's like, remember when I had friends and then I got a dog and they were just like, hey, we just want the dog.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Just give me the dog.
1000%. Okay. So play. In the process of becoming an adult, many of us have bought into the idea that all the things we do must have a purpose. Or a porpoise. Never mind.
Porpoise.
All right, I'll see myself out. But one of the most magical things we could do is invest ourselves in something that has no point, simply to act from a place of creation without any desired result or outcome. Feel called to make a fort, want to paint or draw, collage, jump on a trampoline, do all of these things and more. But don't do it for the picture, to make money, to receive compliments, or for burning calories. This is not to say that you shouldn't take pictures, make money, receive compliments, or burn calories. It only means that it means to make sure you are partaking in activities where you have zero expectations. Also, we can sometimes begin an activity and then notice its benefits, and it may end up becoming an item on our to-do list or something that is no longer considered play. If you still want to do it, please do, but try to do it from a place of play and find something else that is. The dolphin is an ally for those who have a tendency to isolate. Dolphins are incredibly social creatures and are often seen playing with their pods. In addition to that, they're empathetic and have not only been documented helping fellow injured dolphins, but they will do the same for humans or whales. Call upon dolphin as an ally if you struggle connecting with others in a relaxing social environment. Now, for this one, there is a crystal that is associated with this one, and it is the Bustamite. Bustamite? Am I saying that wrong? Do you know?
What is it?
Bustamite? I've never heard of it.
I mean, either Tom probably has.
Probably.
Tom knows more.
Where's Dan? Is Dan here? Bustamite. I feel like I'm saying this wrong. Bustamite is helpful in connecting with our playful and creative energy, specifically within physical pleasure. Bustamite stimulates our connection to the earth and our physical body, as well as assists in removing any shame we may have around play and pleasure. As children, we are fully in our senses and experience the world fully embodied. As we grow older, most of us are conditioned to believe that pleasure can be dangerous, or at the very least, that playing can get you into trouble. Call upon Bustamite to remove any limiting patterns as well as stimulating play within your body. So go jump on the trampoline.
Love it.
That's what I heard in all.
It gets too cold in Michigan to do it.
Right. Yeah. This was perfect. Okay, good. I love this new feature we're doing. All right. Aaron is up, and it is the Starseed.
Yep.
Okay.
Messenger. I have a shitty camera, so you can't see this. But it is a pretty card.
Oh, it does look pretty.
Yeah. I'm not good at this whole showing things, and I need to. That's where I'm at. All right, Messenger.
Rody, help us.
Here we go. You're part of the message? No. Sorry. Messenger. Sirius energy. Sirius, not Serious.
Oh, so like Sirius Black.
Star, Sirius. Constellation. Bring in harmony and balance. You're part of the lineage of souls who have dedicated their lifetimes to the upliftment of the planet, to returning time and again to seed the light, the crystalline ones, the ones who are here to plant the sacredness of life back in, to honor both the sacred feminine and masculine, to usher deep reverence back in. Many ascended masters are thought to be connected to the energy of Sirius, often appearing as a shade of blue, They hold the frequency of pure love and are here to help the masculine and feminine exist in harmony. Oh, let me clarify that real quick, because if people don't know, I know a lot of people in here do. Masculine and feminine energy does not mean male and female. They're just different types of energy.
Yeah.
But that we can talk about that later. But just to clarify that.
Or, yeah, ooh, write that down. That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. You're being called to bring about this balance and harmony between the masculine and feminine. I'm so tired I can't even read anymore. Be a guardian of harmony and balance on Earth. Think of the whales traveling around the globe, sharing love through their healing vibrational song. Their unique notes send balance and harmony to every corner of the planet. A rebalancing of the masculine and feminine is occurring worldwide. That's true. It's a resurgence. It's a resurgence of the sacred within us all, a returning of the sacred union within, a rekindling of heaven and earth. You can begin to bring harmony and balance by creating it in your own life. The ripples will flow from there. There it is.
Wow.
You can honor and balance the sacred masculine and feminine energies within yourself and others. This one has a question. How are you being called to bring harmony to your life or the planet? How are you being called to honor the sacred masculine and feminine within you?
Those are good questions. Those are really good questions. Let's think about it. Let's think about it for the next 2 weeks. Okay. And then last one, we always do a sweary affirmation on the show for those who are new. Oh, thank you. I know. I really enjoying this segment that I straight up stole from Cody and
Story.
Mm-hmm. It's fine.
We told them that we stole it, and they were like, we probably stole it from someone else. I said, well, we stole it from
Hey, listen, you know what? We're all coming together to steal from each other in good ways.
We give credit where credit's due.
Exactly. We do sweary affirmations on here, and my beautiful friend Zach bought me this amazing deck. It's called Say Goodbye to Fuckery. So we could close the show out with a sweary affirmation. And this week is cruise control will not get you fucking anywhere.
True story.
Yes. So stop coasting along in life when you can fucking soar. Get ahead of the curve, switching to a fucking higher gear to achieve your goals. So I'll take a picture of this and I will post it on the Facebook group chat. And we've got 3 minutes left. Do we want to get Erin to bed so she doesn't like walk into, I don't know, a log cutting machine or whatever. She doesn't turn into paper pulp. But I do want to say, Jason's GoFundMe, please, please, please consider donating. If you can't donate, that's totally fine.
Share it.
Share it far and wide. Also, my shop, This Little Light of Mine Skincare, that my lovely friend Erin here infuses everything with Reiki. We are doing a 50-50 raffle. The raffle tickets are $10 each. Buy as many raffle tickets as you would like. Half the pot goes to Jason's GoFundMe. The other half goes to one lucky winner. It could be you. So, please buy a raffle ticket. We'll have some fun, maybe get some cash in time for the holidays. I don't actually know how long it's going to be now before.
We don't either.
Maybe it's for the new year. Who
knows?
But yes, so please, everybody be safe out there. Remember your boundaries. Respect other people's boundaries, but don't let them take advantage of yours. And that's all I got to say.
And don't be a dick. Watch. So I don't know what Ken's got going on.
Tomorrow night, yes.
Tomorrow night. I forgot. I've done so many shows this week. I can't even keep them straight now. Yeah, and I don't say that as a complaint. My brain is like, nah. So myself, Cody Satori, Steve Reed, Corey and Jen, at least for a little bit, are going to be on Andrea's show tomorrow night. It's 2 hours of Soul School starting at 9:00 p.m. Obviously to talk about the GoFundMe and.
Oh, so are you going to be on Soul School or are you going to be on?
She's doing a Soul School 2-hour episode.
World Awakening? Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So we'll be there tomorrow night from 9 to 11. And Cody and Satori will be back next Thursday.
Yes, we've kind of swapped around. Everything has kind of cattywampus, but we're there again now. Also, for everybody that is watching that has placed orders, I thank you very much. I'm having a problem with Shopify, but all of your orders will be going out tomorrow. So I'm really sorry for the delay, having an issue with my store, and but they're all going out tomorrow, and I'm grateful for your patience and your purchases. So, yay.
Dragon Ranger, just before we go, I do agree with that. Yeah. It's also masculine energy is more task-driven things like that. Like
Right.
I
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
but anyway,
Absolutely. I love that too. Oh, Barbara, thank you so much. We always have such a good time. Good night, Tom. Mary Beth, give your daughter a hug for me. Have your daughter hug you for me. I love everybody in this group. You guys are just the freaking best. I had a weird email not noting your business. I have to forward it to you.
yes, and then on over.
Yeah, please do. I
Yeah,
got to see that.
and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
We will see you guys in 2 weeks. We love you, and I'll post this on the Facebook group. Good
Bye.
night. Aaron's like, I don't know what I'm doing.